Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again. We're back in the garage today doing a little work in the background over here. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about what's going on. Could smog be going away? It's really looking like it can. There's so many things happening in California. There's so many things happening in the United States that are really giving me hints that we might be getting rid of smog soon. There's a Senate bill right now in the legislature that's making its rounds or trying to make its rounds. Senate bill, it's 712. Now, what that's gonna do is gonna repeal or make smog exempt any vehicle that's 35 years and older, which would bring it around 1990, I believe. So anything 1990 and below will be under smog exempt like we currently have with the 75 and below. I mean, that's ridiculous because why would you stop at 90 when in 94 was the first OBD2, 90 and 94, there's only 4 years and there's still OBD1. Anyways, that's a whole other conversation. But they're trying to repeal it. This has a lot of backing. It's getting a lot of buzz because Jay Leno is part of it. He's backing it because, in Southern California, we really are, a car, the car culture is huge here. And if you own anything that's 90 and below, unless it's fuel injected, you got like an 84 or 70 something Chevy truck or Ford truck. Sometimes it's very hard to get those to pass smog. My 80 El Camino had his issues, but we worked them out. But anyways, there's a Senate bill going around that looks like it's getting a lot of traction because there's a lot of buzz, a lot of talk behind it. So another thing going on is there's a new head of the EPA. We got a new president. We got a new head of the EPA, Lee Zeldin, and they came out with something that's very interesting. They came out with the Transportation Freedom Act. There's a few key things in this act that they're trying to get passed through Congress. It's going to repeal the EPA's extreme tailpipe rule. It's going to end arbitrary CAFE fuel economy standards. That has something to do with like the auto manufacturers. Prevents California and other states from dictating national emission standards. You guys all know that if you have a car in California, there's a thing called California emissions, and there's a 49th state. Parts for California emission vehicles are very expensive. Cat converters, stuff is just more expensive because I guess they're more stringent. Well, they are more stringent. They're not, I don't guess. They're more stringent on the way they measure emissions, so the parts are more expensive, all that. So what this is gonna do is gonna take California's ability to make rules for the rest of the country. That's kind of cool. It revokes the zero emission mandate, mandates stable emissions and fuel economy standards for the whole country. Will that end the smog program? It still remains to be seen, but it's a good step in the right direction. But more than anything, whether it takes it away or not, what they should do is give us common sense smog or emission standards, right? You can't expect a car that has no support, that most of the parts are obsolete. You can't expect that car to run in tip-top shape, especially like some of these older emission controlled vehicles, computer controlled vehicles. Yeah, I mean, computers are made to fail, and you can't fix those. You can't rebuild them. Nobody wants to touch them. Some of them are 1 year only, like my El Camino is a 1 year only emission system. So when those parts run out, which they're more likely are going, obviously they're going to, right? It's an old car. When those parts run out, there's no way I can fix it. There's no way I can smog it again. If I fail like a EGR valve, which I think they have EGR valves. If I fail like an EGR valve or a secondary air diverter valve or something, and I can't get another one, I'm not gonna send that thing to the junkyard. It runs amazing just because it doesn't pass smog. Is it gonna totally take away the smog program? That remains to be seen. It's a very good chance that it might. We're still not there yet, but there's a lot of talk about that happening, which is, I never thought I would see that. Another thing, if you guys know, our governor, Gavin Newsom, he has a podcast now. Why does he have a podcast? Because he's running for president, y'all. He's going to run for president. So now he's flip-flopping on a lot of things that before he was steadfast on. We don't got to talk about it here. You can look it up. But one thing he did say that was interesting, he said that CARB, the California Air Resources Board, has run its course. Now, what does that mean? That emissions is going away? That we're no longer, it could mean anything, right? I don't know. But he did say that. in saying all that, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll put some links in the description down there. There's a guy making videos, TK's Garage. This is how I found out about all this stuff that's going on. Mike Frankovich. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people that own shops, because this might happen. We might get some sensible smog laws. We might get some of these older vehicles that still run great, still run clean, but just can't pass their emissions laws. We might get those smog exempt, which would be great for the car culture. It would be great for us who own older vehicles and like tinkering on them and keeping them on the road. So that's a good thing. I thought I'd let you guys know. I'll keep you guys posted. When I find out, you guys will find out. But thanks again for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you're liking the content. Like I said, I'll keep you guys up to date on everything that I know. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.